All right, let's move on to the 5 takeaways then, going into this game. And let's start off with Vic on form. This is Vicario, obviously won us the game, made 7 saves on the day, which is more saves than he's made in any game this season. Obviously his saves on the day were absolutely crucial to getting Spurs all 3 points yesterday. In a game we were under pressure, Everton were really peppering us with shots and chance on goal, and obviously his 2 saves from Danjumile on were really decisive in getting us those 3 points. So unbelievable performance from Vicario, and he's having a brilliant season, and yesterday he was really the match winner.
Yeah, I think you need to change that word from Vic on form to Vic on fire. Because that's what he is. I can't keep emphasizing how wrong I got it with Raya and wanting him. This guy, it just blows my mind. Do you know what I've loved about it as well, which I think has obviously helped, is obviously his command in English. He comes in here. There's no translation issues. He just comes in and he is. To sound cliche, he's fit hand to glove, really, hasn't he? At this football club, He's got all the passion, all the emotion of us fans that we love to see. His commanding in goal. One of my very good friends, James, went to the Shakhtar Donetsk game before the season, said the thing that surprised me the most or amazed me the most was he's non-stop communicating and non-stop shouting with the team. And he's just been an incredible acquisition for the football club. And hopefully this is the next one that will be with us for 10, 11, 12 plus years, because we have a magnificent keeper on our hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Okay, next takeaway. Let's go. It's Skipp in the 6. That is the next takeover. Obviously, Ole Skipp did get his opportunity in that position for the first time this season, only a second start of the season, and I thought by and large wasn't an amazing performance, but I thought it was steady and I thought it was solid, and I thought he did a pretty good job. Won 4 of his 5 ground duels, had a 92% passing accuracy, had 2 tackles, completed 2 of his 3 long passes as well, and he was dribbled past 0 times. I just think when I'm looking at Ole Skipp in that position compared to how I've seen him play in the number 8 position a few times this season, I just think looked a lot more comfortable and accomplished in that position. And I think going forward, if we are to give him minutes, I think that's probably going to have to be his position, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Simon. And also, you got to look at it. We are going to be needing him throughout January whilst Bissam and Sarr are gone. The way our midfield is depleted at the moment, he is going to be getting minutes, like it or not, if you're a Skipp fan or not. And if this is his preferred position, what better time to start giving him some minutes to familiarise with the role and get some minutes behind him? Like I said, only his second start. He is going to be there. He is going to be the midfielder, unless we bring a midfielder in quick as well. I think he is going to be starting there for the foreseeable, or at least till Sarr comes back and Bissouma. Or Bentancur, but we're not expecting them till February. So we are going to see Skipp. So let's hope he continues in the number 6, because like you said, I think that is his position in the midfield, isn't it, where we get the most out of him.
Yeah, completely agree. Next up, Royale fills in, and he did. Look, I thought he did a good job, in my opinion, filling in at left back in place of Udogie, where I thought there was a lot of concern, going into this game, how he would perform. I did think, obviously, going forward, he doesn't quite offer the same threat as Udogie does in that position. And, Ange likes his fullbacks to get forward and support the attack. But I did think defensively he was top notch. And I thought he really did help us keep Everton at bay at times throughout the game. And I think he was probably the pick of the bunch defensively for me. And the stats read, 8 interceptions, most of any Spurs player in one game this season, 5 tackles as well, more than any other player on the pitch. Going in terms of offensively, 1 key pass, 1 out of 1 dribbles completed as well, but won 12 of his 14 ground duels, which is an astonishing amount of ground duels to win as well, and completed 5 clearances. So I do think he deserves praise for his performance yesterday.
Yeah, and I can see where it's coming from. Obviously, I think like I said before, I think the glaring obvious is he's not Destiny, and we're so used to now seeing Destiny charging down that left side that you notice it big time when he's not there. But those stats don't lie, do they? And until Reguilon comes back, if we keep Reguilon, he is our only cover for Destiny. So being put into... You've got to give a lot of... you've got to commend him for being able to play in all positions, out of position, and put a shift in. Is he... is everyone's cup of tea? No. Did he get the job done for us yesterday? Yes.
Yeah, completely agree. And I think, look, it was just a game where it wasn't. He didn't have to do that much going forward, but I just think defensively he did really stand up for the team. And I think Andrew will be looking at thinking, look, in a perfect world, I want different things from my fullback, but got to give him praise for a solid game that he performed yesterday. The fourth takeaway is Brennan providing, and I thought Brennan was definitely yesterday in a much more providing kind of role. Obviously got 2 assists on the day, brilliant assist for the first goal with a great cross for a great cutback for Richarlison's goal, really fizzed it into him and with accuracy and quality, and it was a great assist. Got really well to get him behind and force a save out of Pickford and force a second goal as well. Had 5 key passes on the day, which was more than anyone else on the pitch, which kind of show how involved he was in our attacking play. Completed 1 dribble as well, and defensively really put in a shift. 4 out of 5 ground duels won. So I think in terms of our attacking play, he was probably the pick of the bunch.
Yeah, those numbers don't lie. And you've also got to remember, he also, when we talk about coming alive and being vital in key moments, just look at the setup at Man City for Kulusevski's header or shoulder, whatever you want to call it. He had to deliver that crossing. I think I saw a stat today. It's 12 games he's played for us from starting on the bench. 1 goal, 3 assists. Not bad. Could be better, but like I said, this is a big jump up, and he hasn't had time to adapt to Angie's style, and it's been very stop-start. He's been asked to play on the left. He's been asked to play on the right. The right is where he can do it, and we saw with the first assist, his blistering pace is there for all to see. When he is proper settled and when he is had a consistent run, I think the goals come. I think the assists improve, and again, those extra stats that you just reeled off just go to show the improvement. I think a lot needs to be said as well on his tracking back. We saw at the Arsenal game when we were there, Sim, he wasn't tracking back and helping Destiny, and Destiny was having a bit of a torrid time in the first half when he was playing on the left. But he's worked on that, and I don't think enough people are seeing that he's worked on that. And I think we have a player on our hands, and fair play to him.
Yep, look, as you say, still very young, still got a lot of learning to do, but I think he's doing a decent job at the moment. Brennan Johnson, so big up to him. Last but not least, the last takeaway is top 4 at Christmas. Then after that win yesterday, getting the 3 points, Spurs will end Christmas on 36 points and in the top 4. Obviously, Man City do have a game in hand, but most impressively, only 4 points off top of the table. Arsenal at the moment going into Christmas, and considering all the injuries we've had, also not just the injuries, losing our best players, and his first few months as Tottenham manager overall, facing a lot of managers who have been in their jobs respectively for a lot longer than he has and have had a lot more time to implement their style of play and their system. To be in this position, to have garnered the amount of points that we have done at this point of the season is absolutely incredible, and I couldn't be prouder of where we are in the table at the moment. And the table just puts us in an unbelievable position going into that second half of the season. Obviously, you've got 1 more game till we really hit that halfway point on Thursday, but to go into Christmas in the position that we're in, considering all the circumstances we had at the beginning of the season, is an unbelievable achievement, I feel like, from Ange Postecoglou, and he's doing an absolutely incredible job, isn't he? And I think the table looks a really good reading for Spurs fans at the moment.
Yeah, I think I would want to think that a majority of Spurs fans, if someone had said to you at the beginning of the season before a ball was kicked, everything that was going to happen has happened, where would you say Spurs were in the table? And then you had obviously a certain striker leaving. I don't think anyone would say top 4 with the turn of events that we've had to go through. It's been a fantastic first half of the season for Ange Postecoglou and Tottenham, both in style of play, results. Yes, we had that little blip, but every team will have them in the season. It's how you react to them, and we've reacted now with 3 wins back to back, and we have put ourselves in a position. we have put ourselves in a position that I certainly didn't think we'd be in at this time at Christmas, and we move on. But Ange Postecoglou, his coaching staff, and the players deserve a huge amount of credit.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I think they've been put under so much challenges and problems, and they've dealt with them really, really well. So big up to them. Those are your 5 takeaways. Let me know what your takeaways are in the comment section below.